Good afternoon, everybody. Already I have finished the third part. This is my fourth part. In this part, I will explain the basic concept of object-oriented approach. The main component of object-oriented technologies are class and object. Already I have discussed the earlier the object and class. In brief, in elaborately I have described. Now I will describe data abstraction, inheritance, encapsulation, and polymorphism. Now, we know what is data abstraction. Data abstraction means hiding the internal details and showing functionality is known as abstraction. For example, phone call. When we call the another person through mobile, just we call the just we conversation between the two persons, but we don't know the internal processing means how to work, how to connect the system, etc. But we only know the phone call. The, just creating establish a phone call. Just we call together. Next, encapsulation. Encapsulation means wrapping of data and method or function into a single unit is known as encapsulation. In real life example, the capsule, the wrapping of different type of medicines. This is called a capsule. Same as the encapsulation, wrapping up instead of medicine, wrapping up data and function into a single unit. That is the encapsulation. Now, polymorphism. Polymorphism means ability to take more than one form of the same property. Support draw. Draw is a method or function. We can draw triangle, rectangle, circle, etc. But the main function is draw. We can draw different type of shapes. That means this. Polymorphism means the ability to take more than one form of the same property. From draw, we can from property of draw we can draw the different type of shapes. Next, inheritance. Inheritance means inheritance is the process by which object of one class acquire the property of object of another class in hierarchy. How about grandfather, father, and child? Grandfather has some properties. Father has acquired the grandfather's property and extra some owns property. And child, he also can acquire the previous property and add some new property. Suppose there is an example of base class and there are three derived class. In the base class, there are two features, feature A and feature B. But in derived class 1, derived class 2 and derived class 3 class shares the same property of the base class, feature A and feature B, and added some extra feature, feature C, feature D and feature E of the three different classes separately. This is the inheritance. Now, how a class is defined in Java? First, class name means class name. First, class name anything say student, student. Then here some instance variable of different type, maybe integer, character, string, etc. Now obviously by semicolon. Then the method name. Suppose show is the method. Show. Here body of the method, we can some things in the body of the method. Or here, this is a class. This can contain function and variable. Function means method and instance, some instance variable. This is the simply we defined a class. How class is defined in Java? Suppose we can take a student class and want to display the some basic information of student. Then class student, string name, string course and integer roll number. If I stop here, what will happen? If I stop here, this is the class yet not complete because only instance variable are here. But here we need method name or function. Still, function is needed to display the basic information because class is defined method, member data, and member function. Means variable and method or function. Now, create an object. How to create an object? An object of a class can be created performing by two steps. In the first step, declare a object of a class. Suppose student is a class. Student, declare the object of a class, student object. Suppose say OD is the object. And second step, accord the space for and bind it to the object. Then object equal to new student. Then object is created in the two step. But in the file here the student one, but I write it object is the student is the object name student object and object is a new student. Here student one declare the reference to the object and student equal to new student. You are allocating the memory. This is the new function. This is the function of new. We can write it. We can write it in a single line. These two lines we can write in a single line. Student object new student. We can write it in a single line. Here there are two student one equal to new student. For the function of new is the operator in Java dynamically allocate memory for an object, return a reference to the object and bind the referent with object. The new operator is allocating memory in dynamic. Okay. Next, the complete a program, class student, string name, string course, integer age. This is the instance variable. void display information. This is the method name or function. Function for displaying the basic information. System.out.println. First, this is the same as the printf statement. The student information, just print the student information, and the next three printing statement, system.out.println name, then course, then age, then will be print. Now display the text. The main method is entered. Public static void means string args argument passing student1 equal to new student. Just object is created and allocated to memory. Student1 dot name Ruby. This is assign value to a name variable of student objects. Then student dot course equal to course name MCA. Assign a value to course variable of the student object, student1 object. Then age 23. Assign a value to age variable of student object. Now we display. Now we printing the display, invoking the display information method on student object. Student1 dot display information, and then output of this name Ravi, course MCA, and age equal to 20. And initialization of instance variable is done by the dot operator. Dot operator is used to access the member, both data and function of the object. The object name dot variable name equal to value. This is the line. This is the complete Java. Now this is the value. Next, assigning object reference variable. One object can be assigned to another object of same type, but works very different than a normal assignment. Suppose class person. We create a class. The class name is person, and details of the person, name like the string, integer, age, integer type, and address, also the string type. Now we using a method void display. The personal information of that person, system.out.println name, age, and address. Class reference text. Then public static void means string address. Now in that portion, the previous portion has the same that previous section. Now person P equal to new person. Here the two objects is created. One object is P. Sorry, P. Person P equal to new person and sorry, two objects P and Q. Now here P dot name is Naveen Kumar. P dot age equal to 24. P dot address equal to the some address. Now P dot display. So what will be the P? Now that P dot display, the next section Q refers to P. That means Q equal to P. Q dot name equal to Ashim Kumar. Q dot address equal to some address here Kolkata. P dot display and Q dot display. In this portion, what will be the output? The first output will be name Sunil Kumar. Age equal to 24 and address equal to 24 5 Kolkata. This is my first P dot display, the P dot display. Then after Q refers to P, Q dot name equal to Asish Kumar, Q dot address equal to 61 Kolkata. Then P dot display and Q dot display. What will be the P? In this section, P dot display is this portion, and here P dot display will be name equal to Ashwin Kumar. Address will be 60 Kolkata. And after Q refers to P, then P dot address will be this portion, name and address, and also Q dot display will be the same things. This will be the output. The first portion, the P dot display will be name, age and address, Naveen Kumar 24 and 244 sector 5. Then Q refers to P, then P dot display will be this section and Q dot display will be the same things. Okay, this is the assigned object to the reference variable. Now, argument list. The argument list is a list of type and identifier pairs separated by commas. That means protein separated by here the portion is the portion separated by a comma. Arguments are basically variable that receives the value at the time of method method invocation. Now suppose we define a class represent a complex number. There are two sections. One part is real part and second part is the imaginary part. A complex number will be one is real part, another is imaginary part. Now, first we write a class name is complex. Then the member data will be double real and double imaginary. Now, this is the first method void assign real double r. This is the argument real equal to r. In the second method void assign image. Image means imaginary part. Double I. Imaginary equal to this imaginary equal to I. Okay. Now, show complex is the method. What the output will be in a complex number is a real part and imaginary part. Suppose within real part is 5 and imaginary part is 2. 5 plus 2. This is a complex number. Then complex is public static void means string address. Now we creating an object R1. Suppose complex R1 equal to new complex. Just with the help of the new keyword. Now R1 dot assign real equal to 5 and R1 dot assign imaginary part equal to 2. Now so complex, the output will be this thing 5 plus 2y. 5 plus 2y means I 2.0. This is the double size of 5.0. This part is the 5.0 plus 2i.0. This is the complex number. In our program, the three methods are used. First, assign real is the first method. Second method is the assign imaginary part. Second method. And the third method is void so complex. This will be the third method. That can be used to assign value to the real part and imaginary part of a complex number. So this is the argument passing. The how to pass an argument with the I show here double R real equal to R and image equal to I. First we this two will the instance the member data or instance variable. And here